is going on, you guys? Welcome to another video of Riding with Kev. To the new subscribers, welcome in. Usual suspects, welcome back. So we're starting the series on something that is not 18-wheeler related. We are going to discuss building my dream truck. And like I do in all my videos, I like to give backstory. I like to let people know the history and kind of what's going on behind things and videos that I make. So as many of you will find this, well, this is content that is not within my purview that I normally do. So some of y'all will be getting, who's this Riding with Kev guy? So I'm an 18-wheeler driver, hopefully to be 18-wheeler business owner soon. But we're going to talk about and we're going to be building my dream truck. So what is the backstory? The backstory is quite simple. I love trucks, and I get a new one about every 2 years. But for some reason, and just, seasons of life, in 2017, I bought a Ford F-250. Now, you understand there's tiers and everything, and so like with the F-250, there's your base model, and then there's like your peasant model, and then there's like your XLT, and mine's between the peasant and the base. There's not an option that Ford makes that this truck has. Well, there's three options. It does have the upfitter switches, thank the Lord. They updated the cloth interior, which will be changing. And it has the FX4 with the skid plates. But other than that, this is a base model truck, except that it's gray, not white. But, you got to get what you can get. I wanted a 250. I wanted gas because I don't pull and tow that much. And so the gas motor was fine because I've had diesel motors. And, I know the maintenance that they require and DPF and all that through trucking. So I was fine with the gas. And then, through a series of events and life happening, I just ended up, for some reason, this truck, like that stray dog, it just kept sticking around. And so, this truck has hauled my first two elk. I hunted elk for 8 years before I got one. I got two. It's hauled both of them back from Colorado. All of my kids have driven this truck at some point on my lease. My daughter even took her driving test in this monster. So it's just kind of hung around, and it's just started to get some history. And I don't like getting attached to vehicles because I'm always, on to the next. But bought in 2017, it's 2023, truck's paid for. I don't owe anybody a dime on that truck. It is technically, as long as I pay the registration, my truck. And so I was talking with my daughter, talking with the family, talking about, what are we going to do? I want this. I want a Ram TRX, but, they're like 90 grand-ish. You get one used with a supercharger, has it been abused? You go get a used truck with 50 grand, 50,000 miles. What did the previous owner do to it? Was the maintenance kept up? I've had that thing since 18 miles is what it had when I got it. And my daughter said, why don't we build it? Why don't you turn it into your dream truck? Because if I went out right now and I took it to trade it in or even sell it third party, I guess on a good day, it's worth about $20,000. That's just what it's worth, trade-in value, sell value. You get good day might be 22, bad day 18, somewhere in that range. And so if you go out and you price this truck, right now, 2022 model, base model truck, no upgrades, no nothing, tax, title, license, you're still looking around $55,000, $60,000. Then you have a base model truck that you've done nothing to, so 60 minus 20 is $40,000. So I'm going to owe $40,000 to a bank, pay interest, which interest rates are up, and then have a base model truck with no upgrades. And so she said, why don't we just go turn it into? And so I haven't had a name. I need your help coming up with a name for it, and I'll post that in upcoming videos because it's a project, and we're going to turn it into the truck that I've always wanted. Now, we'll go over, and I'll go outside here in a minute, we'll do an overview of it, but these videos, I'll go as in-depth as I need to. So I've got a ton of preventive maintenance I've got to do, a ton of parts, almost all of it is bolt-on. I've got some money-saving tips on some parts I think you guys will like, but some parts I'll go in real detail. Like one of the first things I'm doing, I got to do a tune-up. I won't go into major detail on that, but I am putting a cold air intake on it, and there's no videos on that. So I may go more in depth, and I'll post affiliate links, to everything that, I use to try and help people out as they find. I think these videos will come out, and in a year from now, somebody will find them. But let's go ahead and go outside, take a closer look at the truck, and kind of, I won't tell you everything, but kind of give you an idea of what we're starting with and what we're going to do. All right, so here it is, my 2017 F-250. There are 3 modifications that I have done to it that I have not filmed, but we'll be doing reviews, and I'll explain that here in a minute. So, yeah, I put that on there. That is the Road Armor Vaquero bumper. Here's the thing. You see this. I got rust, and I don't even live in like a saltwater environment, so it's very weird to me. But, you know, like I said, it's a 2017. That bumper's literally been on there for 5 years, so it's got to go. Headlights, you know, they're the halogen bulbs again. Doesn't have any options. That is the AVS Aero Bug Flector, and it does have the lights in it. I'll see if I can't show you that here in a minute. Again, those are Ford factory steps. I did put 35, 12.5, 20 BFG mud terrains, just like my dad had, and I upgraded to Fox shocks. Now, it had the Ranchos, and I got 147,000 miles out of those things with no issues. I have to redo this. I'll show that in a video. You see where it's chipped? That's just literally just plasti dip because they were chrome. You know, it's got its dins and dings, but we'll be fixing all that. I've had the bug shield reflector on there, and then I added that cap. I got that off of Facebook. The thing with that cap is it's about a $4,500 cap, and it takes about 6 months to get them in, 3 or 4 months, 6 months, and I got that one off the Facebook. So other than that, that is all I have done to it new. Again, I put the Road Armor matching bumper. Again, I got the cheap, you know, night lights, but again, just rust from time. Got my whiskey dent. That is actually from when I was an independent contractor and didn't secure a load correctly. Funny enough, I went into flatbed trucking. I have to wire this. I've not wired the topper. There'll be a video on that because that apparently is a thing Ford hooked us up with. But other than that, I mean, this is it. You know, I'll open the door for you. So you can see that good old cloth interior, center console, you know, the 1-inch screen. The screen, you know, it's got no, you know, there's my upfitters, but it's just a plain Jane rubber floor, which works spectacular for hunting. But, you know, it's got some dents and dings that we're going to fix. It has been a good truck. Like I said, I've had, knock on some fake wood somewhere. There you go. And you can see the lights. I've had no issues with the truck. So that is the truck we're building. So I cannot wait to show you guys updates. Should have them coming out pretty regularly. But God bless. Let's get rolling.